Hello everyone. Welcome back to Jikook Magic. Have you ever witnessed a love story so real, yet it never shouts or seeks attention? This time, the Photobook, Are You Sure, captures Jikook, Jimin and Jungkook in the smallest, most tender, warm, and emotionally rich moments. No acting, no forced chemistry, just sweet smiles, playful laughter, meaningful gazes, and touches that seem to say, I'm here, always close to you. On every page, you can feel that their closeness is not just a choice, but a necessity. A love that grows quietly through the simplest yet most honest things. Are You Sure feels like a calm story told through pictures and little moments. It doesn't rush. It doesn't try to be flashy. It exists softly, warmly, and full of emotion. Each page is filled with beautiful images and small clips that capture who Jimin and Jungkook truly are together. Sweet smiles, playful laughter, gentle emotions. Sometimes funny, sometimes chaotic, sometimes tender, leaving a lasting impression. Choosing to travel together is one of their best decisions. Through these journeys, Jikook shows something very real. Being together is when they feel most alive, most comfortable, and most themselves. Time and again, Jimin and Jungkook show how close they are, not through grand statements or dramatic gestures, but through the simplest, most natural things. They are always near each other, walking side by side, sitting close, standing shoulder to shoulder, as if distance doesn't exist in their world. We can see this closeness in the way they move, the way they instinctively lean toward one another, and how their hands find each other without thinking, as if touch is not a choice, but a need. For them, closeness feels safe, feeling each other's warmth, sharing the same space, breathing the same air. All of this happens naturally, like muscle memory, like home. Their happiness is impossible to miss. Every shared laugh, every playful moment, every quiet second spent side by side feels so real. They explore new places, new cities, and new experiences. But what truly makes these moments special is that they experience them together. They seem happiest when looking at each other, sharing reactions, and celebrating the little things side by side. They belong to each other, and that changes everything. This closeness isn't forced. It's not acting. It's not made for the camera. It's real, pure, and familiar. We can feel the immense trust they have in each other, how comfortable they are being fully themselves, and how natural it feels to stay close, connected, together. In every city they visit, every street they walk, every moment they share, they quietly create memories they will carry forever. Sweet memories, slightly romantic, yet beautiful in their chaos, because that's who they are. One day, they will look back on these moments. The smiles, the laughter, the silent touches. They will remember what it felt like to walk side by side through unfamiliar places, to experience the world together, and to always have someone warm and safe nearby. Are You Sure is more than a photo book. It's a collection of feelings, a reminder of happiness, comfort, and connection. It captures a bond that needs no explanation, a closeness that needs no words, a togetherness that is always there, always near, always side by side, always Jik. The final clips feel incredibly warm, gentle, and emotional, romantic in the calmest, most natural way. Jimin and Jungkook stand together on the beach, arms linked, as if the moment has been frozen forever. This time, Are You Sure truly shows the real Jikook. Not a staged version, not chemistry only visible for the camera, but pure, genuine, real Jikook, present in tiny details too vivid to ignore. Not all love arrives in loud declarations or openly spoken promises. Some love grows quietly, sneaking in through small things, almost unnoticed, yet the most honest. Between Jimin and Jungkook, that love lives in simple gestures, glances, touches, and unforced smiles. One of the gentlest moments is when Jimin sets up the shower filter for Jungkook. No camera prompting, no script guiding. Just Jimin making sure the water is comfortable for Jungkook. Jungkook's reaction? A sigh of relief escapes his lips. Oh, Jimin, I really needed this. Simple as it seems, the words are full of meaning. Trust, understanding, care. By the pool, their closeness feels even more natural. Jungkook helps Jimin float, his hands quick and instinctive, as if his body knows exactly how to keep Jimin safe. On the plane, intimacy shows subtly. Jimin sits right behind Jungkook, who glances back repeatedly, always making sure Jimin is near. Even when his eyes close, his body feels restless without Jimin nearby. The distance matters too much. Closeness is home. In everyday natural moments, before meals, they instinctively hug and bring their foreheads together. The movement is so natural, so synchronized, as if it has become a habit. No cues, no instructions. They simply are themselves, and that's where the beauty comes from. It's not just tender moments. Their playful side also brings smiles. On a pool unicorn, they wrestle like kids, laughing, teasing, carefree. Jungkook glances at Jimin a few times with a loving smile, not for the camera, but because his heart is full. Even family moments feel warm and intimate. When Jimin calls his father, Jungkook joins in his own innocent and honest way, showing his affection for Jimin's dad. Every small snippet, the shower filter, the plain glances, the foreheads touching, poolside protection, playful squabbles, and courage to express love to family, forms a narrative that needs no explanation yet feels so real. It's about two people choosing to be there for each other every day through small, consistent actions. How Jungkook finds calm near Jimin, and how Jimin cares for Jungkook with gentleness and empathy. A love unannounced, but deeply felt. And perhaps that's what touches the heart most. Amidst the spotlight, hectic schedules, and great demands, they still have a little space to be ordinary humans. To laugh, argue, protect, and love in their own way. No explanations, no proof. The truest love isn't always loud, isn't always proclaimed, but felt in every small action, genuine attention, and courage to be fully present for the one you love. Jikook in Are You Sure teaches us that love can be stronger, warmer, and more enduring when it exists without needing to be seen. The Photobook Are You Sure isn't just a collection of photos. It's a narrative of warmth, comfort, and closeness that needs no explanation. From the shower filter Jimin sets up for Jungkook, to the attentive glances on the plane, everything shows love that is real, pure, and eternal. And that's the charm. The strongest love isn't always the one announced, but the one felt in every small gesture, every genuine act of care, and the courage to be completely present for the one you love. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to continue exploring more magical Jikook moments.